from the trip. I'd like to confirm a quote.
Getting around for 2 hours.
Can you comment personally how much money was involved? Was it over $1,000? Was it over $10,000?
With me. I want to get the rest of the people down here to the meeting.
Sure.
I don't know. We sent out the press release over a week ago. TV asked for visuals, we gave them visuals.
Looks good.
So exasperating. One of the other tenants is inside phoning the TV stations. Meeting starting. Trying to find out why nobody's shown up for the meeting, the press conference, except you.
Well, tenant meetings occur a lot.
Meeting starting.
It takes something pretty special to make condominium coverage seem like news.
You came.
I live down the block. And besides, I always keep my eye on this building for vacancies.
Oh, yes, it is a wonderful building. So what you're saying is that the disruption in our lives is not news. Come to the meeting.
It happens all the time. Aren't the new owners supposed to help you relocate?
Oh, yes. They found a few apartments out in Reseda. None of us wants to move out that far.
I don't know if I can sell this story to my editor.
You need an angle, huh? Well, I'll give you an angle. Who bought this building? Who is this KDF Properties that buys an apartment and never comes around to look at it? Or to see what the tenants are like and how nice we keep the place up. Or to see if we have aphids on the rose bushes, which we don't even have rose bushes. Can I get your cup of coffee?
Oh, no, thanks. I really have to get to work.
I know these stories are a dime a dozen, but who are these people that for a 15% return on their investment will louse up the lives of 46 people? That's not a story?
It's a good story. Thanks.
Vern, I've got the last graph of a story to finish.
The boat won't sail without you. These lead shields are being installed for your protection, you know.
I've sat at that thing for 2 years now without a shield. What's it been doing to me?
Probably nothing.
Watson! Yeah?
What is this?
I owe you one more graph. All the VDTs are tied up.
This garbage.
Hey,
I mean, this is gobbledygook.
I don't have to listen to that.
Nah, it's your writing. I can't read what's here. It's all scrambled.
These rotten machines.
I hope you kept your notes.
Oh, yeah. You know, Lou, we should do a story on these VDTs. And how management decreed them into existence without ever consulting with the people who actually have to work at the damn things. They're all over now, and they're not infallible.
Neither are you.
Come on, Lou. Remember our old friend the NORAD computer? 4 times last year, it made an insignificant little error that nearly launched a retaliatory nuclear strike against Russia. 4 times we nearly had World War III.
Hello, hello.
I think we're talking about something on a slightly different scale here.
Lou?
Let me talk to the people, listen to their beeps, and write up a story.
No, I want you to get this Clear Lake fish kill thing.
Lou,
Give it some thought.
What? Forget it.
Give him a smile, Billy. He'll love your story.
how about a story on condominium conversion?
He'll love it.
I love it.
Oh, I had this elaborate pitch for you.
Nah, don't bother. City Council is considering a freeze on condos. You read my mind.
Great. Don't you love Mondays, the start of a new week?
Listen, Billy, I want to talk to you about the problems you have with your VDT.
I can't right now.
I don't want to do it now. You're in much too good a mood to do it now.
Excuse me. I must have the wrong address. I'm looking for KDF Properties. This is KDF Properties, and Redondo Securities, and Sirocco Realty, and Horside Enterprises. Well, Horside's really the same thing as KDF. What? I know. Keeping the stationery straight is a giant pain. My name's Billy Newman. I'm Laurel Goff. Ray didn't tell me you were coming. I hope the guard in the lobby didn't give you trouble. No, I always look like I know where I'm going, even when I don't. I'll tell Ray you're here. I'll tell the guard you're here, too. Maybe you also better tell Ray that I write for the Tribune. Oh, I'll see if he's in. Ray's not in. Oh. Well, maybe you could talk to me about the apartment building on Vista Del Mar. No, I understand. All I need is a list of the officers of KDF Properties or Horsehide, because they're the same, right? Gee, I don't know anything about that. Okay. Can you validate my parking check?
Just a second. Do you mind?
Rossi, this is my desk. Be territorial about your own desk.
My machine is still out of commission. How long are you going to be?
All day. I've got 12 pages of notes on Bolt Communications.
Oh, a couple of Bolt vice presidents called very angry. What?
Great.
What? What do you got?
Oh, it's good.
What? Animal? Come on. What?
This is such a wonderful story. Bolt Communications. 10 years ago, they started out doing advertising on the side of buses. Today, they're the eyes and ears of the West.
I know.
They're trying to buy Channel 10.
I know.
I have a friend at the SEC who's told me about over 600 different complaints against Bolt. Mismanagement of funds between the publishing house and their paper bill. Charges of fraud at their Utah TV stations. Even a little political slush funding. Be jealous, please.
It's a nice little story. You're not going to keep your notes in there, are you?
Sure I am. It's safer than a file cabinet since I'm the only one with a code.
That's crazy. What if the machine glitches? You'll lose everything.
Don't even think such a thing.
Hi, I need your help.
Hi, what?
Are Howard Pedersen, Gullwing Sanchez, and Sonny Sample baseball players?
Zankel, Sonny Zankel.
There are $1 million bullpens.
Oh. Does that mean yes or no?
That means they're all pitchers for L.A. until Zankel retires.
Oh. There's another name. Terrible handwriting. Is there a Ted McCovey?
Willie McCovey.
No, she's right. Ted McCovey, catcher, was third string until they traded him to the Bay Area last winter.
Well, the guy with a cannon for an arm.
That's him.
Well, they all have their signatures on a baseball at KDF Properties office, and I have a hunch that they all have something to do with Horsehide Enterprises.
They certainly do. Horsehide is a slang expression for baseball.
Yeah?
That's what baseballs are made out of.
Horses?
No, probably old, unhappy horses.
You know, I'm going to like the story even more if the investors have familiar names. You got time for an interview today?
Yeah, just point me toward the old ballpark and turn me loose. Oh, can we have dinner another night?
Sure. Well, that's the fun for you, huh?
Yeah, we'll shoot the breeze about the old Horsehide. Yuck. And then I'll grill them about the condos, and they won't know what hit them. All three pitchers not only have agents, they have PR guys.
And nobody let you talk to him.
I couldn't believe it. So this Ted McCovey is my last shot. He's the only one who doesn't have an entourage.
Hey, you're lucky San Francisco's in town. I'll point him out to you.
Thanks. How do you know these guys without their uniforms?
I fill in at sports all the time. You get to know him. Hey, Terry. Hiya. How you doing?
Hey, Anno, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Come on, walk me out to the bus.
Sure.
Animal?
You off the sports position now?
No, but now they're working me more out of Anaheim.
Animal?
You ever see our guys play south of here?
Hey, we've still managed to lose, man.
Ted, how you doing?
Hey, Dennis.
Hi, Ted. I'm Billy Newman of the Tribune.
I don't want to talk about the game.
Well, that's fine. Baseball's not really my strong suit.
Excuse me. Because I don't even know you. Why in the hell are you a sports writer if you don't like the game? Don't you have any pride? Don't believe it.
I'm not a sports writer. I'm a general assignment reporter, and I'm here to talk about Horsehide Enterprises, not baseball.
Ah, I see.
Just a few questions?
Such a waste. I'll talk to you, you'll take notes, and the story will get screwed up. It always does.
Not with me, it doesn't.
Hey. Every time I read a newspaper story about anything I'm halfway familiar with, there's a screw-up. The name is spelled wrong, or the guy is made to sound like a doofo, or something important is totally left out.
Well, I'm sorry you've had bad experiences, but I write accurate stories.
Plus, you don't know anything about baseball.
That has nothing to do with the story.
If you knew anything about the game, you wouldn't be so dumb as to pick a night when a guy gets his first at-bat in a week and pops up with the winning run in scoring position. Let's talk about condominiums. Just because you're pretty doesn't mean you shouldn't do your homework.
Won't you just give me a minute?
No.
You'll hear from me again, Mr. McCovey.
Next time you try, at least use your noggin.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
You'll be happy to hear they finally fixed my VDT.
I am.
I'm thinking of changing my entry code. Too many people know it.
I know.
Hard-nosed.
Oh, yeah? Who gave you that?
Picked it myself. What do you think of Intrepid?
Sally Sussman's got it.
What's that squint? Your eyes bothering you?
What squint?
Squinting. The VDT's giving you a problem?
Yeah, but not with my eyes. It's my neck, my lower back.
Yeah?
Well, they gave us the wrong chairs for these VDTs.
No fooling. Gee.
Sports says Newhall merchants are making Ted McCovey Man of the Year tonight.
I didn't think he was famous enough.
Well, if you follow baseball, you may have heard of him. If you're from Newhall, he's famous.
Hometown boy.
Yeah, they're trying to raise money for a swimming pool, and McCovey happens to be in town. Instant Man of the Year.
Okay, now all we have to do is get me signed to cover it.
It's yours. Sports has no intention of covering it.
Oh, great. Is this great?
Yeah, it's great. Cocktails at 7, dinner at 8. Just because you're assigned to sports, don't feel obliged to get tanked.
Right.
Crack out your crinolines. It's formal.
So I see the plate for the first time. Kenny Oryx got his bat in one hand and he's giving me this. I can't see the ball, so I start into my slide. Head first. Anybody should know better. And I'm sliding, you know, and I'm thinking, here I am in the majors. And I'm a rookie, see? For me, this is a max. Except, I'm not feeling the plate. Or a tag, or nothing. And I'm running out of slide, and I can't see a thing, which is just about the time I come to a stop. And I feel the ball pressed into the small of my back. I look up for the ump's call, because I think, I don't know, maybe I caught a corner of the plate. And the ump, Frenchie Falcone, he's standing over me, shaking his head and smiling. And his thumb is up. I'm 15 feet up the line. I mean, home plate is a toll call. I couldn't have scored on that slide if they'd greased the base pads and given me roller skates. That was the worst. So I start to get up. Frenchie's leaning over me in his blue wool suit and his big ugly face, and he's whispering, "Come up limping." And I say, "What?" He says, "Come up limping, sonny. Better the crowd thinks you're hurt than stupid." That was the best call I've ever made. Anyhow, I'm thinking of Frenchie tonight and all the great guys I've been lucky to be playing the game with all these years. Maybe a few more. It's great to be home. Thank you. Good to see you again, Michael. If you want to see those kids of yours.
Hey, honey, come on up here. We'll get you a picture with Ted.
No.
Come on now, you got to get your picture taken.
Hi.
Now that's using your noggin.
Hey, now leave your address with Les here, and we'll send you a copy.
I had to dress this way.
Listen, it works.
Would you at least let me get an interview out of this?
Sure. Drive me back to my hotel.
They make you Man of the Year and they don't give you a ride?
I tell them I only need a car one way. Ball players can always get a lift home.
Sir. There, let me move this stuff.
Reading up on the subject, huh? Bullpen. Forget this one. It's a novel about rodeos.
You have to slam it or it doesn't catch. This is a dumb way to do an interview. Me driving, I can't take notes, and I didn't bring my tape recorder.
You want to go someplace and talk? Be ashamed to waste these clothes.
Point the way.
You want something else?
No. I hate the spot.
You, I got a little food in you. You wouldn't be so cranky.
Oh, that. See, I hate it when I'm on an assignment I'm not totally prepared for. My reaction when I'm on a story I'm not ready for is to get very stiff and formal, and I'll show you, mister. It's my version of coming up limping.
Sure.
How did you get into baseball?
I was playing high school ball right here in Newhall. I was scouted by Earwig Hellman.
Earwig. People call him Earwig?
I still call him Mr. Hellman. It's a big deal with the front office in L.A. now. I don't know. Because he heard there was a kid named McCovey playing ball. Maybe he thought Willie McCovey had a brother, because you should have seen his face when he sees this white kid with big feet.
How long have you been playing?
14 years. 10 in the majors. Figure I got another season after this one. They're always looking for catchers. I've been shortening up on my swing so the hitting will come around. Baseball talk. I get wound up. You don't like the game?
Oh, I don't know the game. But it's so slow.
It's like saying your life is slow. Now, what does that mean? There's so much going on. Every pitch is another decision. Where to play the hitter, what to throw him. If the runners go on the pitch, who's on deck. You take a chance, you play the percentages. There's 1,000 decisions in a game.
Sounds like math.
Yeah, well it is. Probabilities, statistics. You're absolutely right. Permutations are infinite. And the game could go on forever.
The ones I've seen did.
I've played 5,500 games, give or take, since Little League. I've watched a couple thousand more. I've never played the same game twice. And every one, a situation comes up I've never seen before.
No kidding.
You like math, huh?
Yeah. It wasn't my major in college or anything, but I like math.
Math club. 3 years straight.
Oh, you lucky dog. I was so chicken in high school, I didn't join the math club because I was afraid people would think I was a brain.
I was dying to be mistaken for a brain. Believe me. You gotta see a game.
Yeah, I'd love to see you play.
Where I could take you. Maybe a pony league or a high school game. Teach you how to keep score.
Yeah, sounds good.
Outstanding. Outstanding. We gotta go.
It's 4:30.
We really gotta go. I'm already facing a $200 fine for busting curfew.
Curfew? Are you kidding?
It was worth it.
Well, I better pick up the check.
Okay.
What do you think? 18% tip? I used to be a waitress.
Sure.
Let's see.
She does it in her head. Girl of my dreams. Ready?
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
Would it be fair to say 20,000 fish are dying in the area of the spill? Would it be fair to say 20,000 fish are very sick? Hey, I'll use whatever term you tell me is right. I just want to be accurate here, Professor. What's the exact problem? Is it that the temperature of the river's too high for carp, or there's no oxygen, or what?
Clear your machine, Rossi.
What? Just a second. And that's from the chemical spill.
Clear your machine. That bell tolls for thee, too.
Professor, can you hold for a second? Hold for a second. What?
That's the new warning bell. The new lead shields are making the VDTs run hotter. When they're about to overheat, that bell goes off to warn you to store whatever you're working on, or the machine will purge it, and you'll lose it forever. Like you just did.
Listen, Charlie, this boat communication story will be ready to go tomorrow. I'm telling you, you got to get Metro to hold that feature on the Channel 10 sale for one day.
You willing?
Sure.
Not that big a deal.
It's a very big deal.
It's a very big deal, and Art just agreed to what you want. We okay?
Yep.
What was that all about?
Financial guys aren't used to writing stories that people may actually read. Animals settle down.
Excuse me. Charlie, do you still have that giant stapler?
Be my guest.
Thanks.
Let me know when Adam has a draft.
Yeah, so you'll probably know before I will.
Hey, the intern on county government, he's working out all right?
Mm-hmm. Spells better than Newman.
Thank you. I'm finished.
She sure is looking good today, don't you think?
Yeah.
Definitely looking good.
We've got problems on the condominiums.
Cubby wouldn't talk, huh?
No. No, that part went great. The problem is I like him.
That's your problem with everyone. Listen, it can't hurt if the investors come off as human beings. Yeah.
Lou, we never even got around to talking about condominiums. I spent the entire night with him, and I completely forgot to...
Fine, I understand. Say no more. I'll pull you off that story.
Hold it. Lou, hold it. We just talked.
Well, if you just talked, then you can talk again.
Oh, Lou. I'm telling you, Ted McCovey smiled at me. I smiled at him, and I don't think this is business anymore.
I used to be a reporter, you know.
I know.
And I've done my share of smiling at people.
Lou,
And I've been on the receiving end one or two times, you know. It's no big deal.
I just don't think it's the same.
Don't kid yourself, Ellie. It's exactly the same. So just hold off on any more smiling until you get your interview. Then write your story, and then you two can smile until your cheeks grip.
This is a mistake.
This isn't funny, Rossi. Do your axe grinding with somebody else's notes.
What?
I want my notes back. My notes on both communications.
I haven't got them.
You're right. Ha ha. So you hide them in the computer to prove how easily they can get lost. How did you get my code?
I didn't. I don't know where your notes are.
You mean it?
I mean it.
You're gone? For real?
Guess so.
Stupid machine.
You must have your original notes.
No, I wanted to play it safe. I didn't want to leave them laying around for somebody to find. Put them all in the computer. I threw the rest away. I don't have a story. Damn.
I hear Adam was accusing you of sabotage. That's great.
I had nothing to do with his notes disappearing.
Sure, you couldn't have. I told Adam that.
Thanks.
Because you need his access code. And nobody knows his access code but me and Adam. Unless he was dumb enough to tell you.
He didn't.
Well, there you are.
Is there any way of finding out what happened to them?
Oh, I can tell you. Operator error.
How do you know?
It's always operator error. The only way the series Omega can make a mistake is if it's told to.
Who's the last guy in the world you'd figure Billy would be interested in?
Rossi.
Who's the next to last guy you'd expect Billy to have a thing for?
Me?
How the hell with it? Ted McCovey.
What about Ted McCovey?
That's the guy she's interested in.
I never heard of him.
He used to be with the Dodgers. Now he's with San Francisco?
In public relations?
No. He's a third-string catcher.
Well, why is he the last guy that Billy would be interested in?
Forget it. I'm gonna try this on someone who knows baseball. Boy, you try to work with someone around here, maybe you think.
Well, sorry, Lou.
hope you haven't been waiting. I left at the top of the ninth, like you said.
No, I just got here.
Remember my tape recorder this time?
You really look nice.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to change from work.
Here. Guess right, didn't I?
On the nose, violets are my favorite.
You ever want to test the guy's security about his masculinity? Just get him to keep a bunch of violets in a major league clubhouse.
Let's just talk business, okay?
Okay. What do you want to know?
How long have you been involved in horsehide enterprises? 1 peach pie, 2 forks, a Coke, and a hot dog. Is that right, Dick?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Billy. Thank you, hon.
That is very sweet, thank you.
Oh, would you like a glass of water for those violets, huh?
No. Yes. How did you become involved in horsehide enterprises?
Well, I've never been one of those guys who made big money. My best years were before the free agent rule. I was out most of '77 with shoulder surgery.
What's the minimum wage in baseball?
I've always done better than minimum wage. I'm not trying to poor mouth. I made good money. I never did done things with it ever since my 3rd or 4th season. My ex didn't burn me in the divorce. Too much.
Right.
Well, a lot of my pals in the bullpen. Not a lot. Some. Well, they're making good dough. They all have this same business guy, and they asked me, did I want a piece of this real estate deal that Ray Durant was putting together? Established apartment building in a nice part of town.
Where some of the tenants have lived for 15 years.
Yeah, it was sensible.
Didn't you investigate the property?
First of all, I was traded up north. Second of all, these guys are my friends, and I trust them. They're not going to rip me off. None of my friends are. I got this high school buddy. He's got an appliance store here in town. He says when I quit baseball, he'll cut me in on his store. Now, he doesn't have to put that in writing. He's my pal, and the deal's good. Of course, who wants to sell refrigerators?
So you haven't inspected the property?
No. Should I have?
Weren't you curious?
I saw pictures of it. It's a Spanish building, right?
Yeah.
With a courtyard and tile roofs and all those little windows that are a pain in the rear to clean. See, I know the place.
Did you meet any of the tenants?
No, Billy, not personally.
But you're aware that your business deal is forcing a dramatic change in the lives of the tenants. They either have to buy their apartments at prices they can't afford, or they have to get out.
Hey, hold on. Most of those tenants want that place to go condo.
Where did you hear that?
From Ray Durant.
Oh.
Don't look at me like that. Why shouldn't he be straight with me?
Because he was telling you what you wanted to hear. The tenants are very unhappy.
I'm sorry for him. That's all. I'm in this with my pals. There's nothing I can do. Is all this going to be in the story?
It'll be fair.
Don't put in that stuff about my shoulder being messed up. Sound like I'm making excuses.
All right.
Thanks. We done?
Yeah, we're done.
Continue in a moment here on A&E.
Okay, Lou, it's done. It's like a condo.
I was right. No big deal?
No big deal.
I'm not saying anything about cataracts, all right?
There's just not enough evidence.
I know.
You show me one study that links VDTs to cataracts, I'll show you 5 that say that there's no connection.
I'll make an appointment to see you in 20 years, all right, Charlie? We'll talk about our cataracts then. I've sat down with every person out there who works at a VDT, and they've told me about eye strain and backaches and stiff neck.
Oh, come on, Rossi. You can get a stiff neck from holding the phone with your shoulder. You want to get rid of phones?
What about how unreliable those things are? Adam lost a very important story. I don't understand why you guys aren't outraged by that.
It's no cause for outrage. It's cause for being upset. I'm upset.
Vern Egley gave me a list of problems. Those things are more temperamental than a busload of bad opera singers.
I'm not happy with the problems we've had.
Well, that should console Adam, who lost the national story, maybe the biggest story of his life. You tell us to store our notes in some mechanical brain? How do we know it's safe? I mean, what, and Adam's notes get stolen? They get atomized or what?
Atomized. Do you know the first thing about how a computer works?
That's not my job. My job is to report and write. The Trib's job is to give me a place to work where my stuff doesn't get mangled or disappear. I do my job.
Get out of here, Rossi.
I'm leaving. Believe me.
He's been like that the past couple days.
Yeah. He doesn't know a thing about computers.
Right.
Do you?
No.
Me neither. Find out what makes these damn things work, will you?
Okay, the suspects are trapped in an office building right here. The SWAT team's got all the exits blocked.
I'll leave right now. Tell the photog to find me.
Okay, I want you to stick with us as long as it takes. City desk, Donovan. Yeah, hang on a second. I'm transferring a call for you.
Oh.
Which photog do we have at the Civic Center?
Hi, Billy. Ted McCovey.
Oh, hi, Ted.
You got time to talk?
Well, no, Ted, I'm on a story right now.
You can have Cy Wood at the Civic.
That's okay. I'll let you go. You write the story about me?
Yes, I did.
It's got a mistake in it I think you're going to want to fix.
I don't think so.
You said I was a major league catcher, right?
Yes?
Well, I'm not a major league anything as of 10 minutes ago. Well, they cut me from the roster. I figured you should know.
Price is at a loss to explain how the suspects escaped. Quote, maybe they found another means of egress. Maybe they were never in the building in the first place. Maybe I blew it. Close quote. Yeah, it's kind of refreshing, isn't it? Do you have anything else for me today, or can I go home? Great. All right, good night, Art. Aw, you were asleep.
Yeah. Why, do I have a big crease down the middle of my face?
Oh, gee, Ted, I thought you'd be in a bar somewhere.
I'm drunken too? Nah. The news is bad, I sleep. Want to sit?
Yes. I'm so sorry about what happened today.
I'm really embarrassed about calling you. I don't know, when I got the word, I thought, I won't be alone in a hotel room looking at the cigarette burns and the carpet where my career ends. I figure, why don't I call Billy and dump it all in her lap?
I appreciate that. I'm sorry I couldn't come over. I was on a
Don't worry
story.
about it. Feeling a lot better. It's that first jolt, you know? You're dumb not to see it coming. Kid they called up to replace me was batting .385 in AAA.
So the club needed to make room for him.
Yeah. Put me on irrevocable waiver.
That sounds awful.
It is.
Does that mean that you can't go to another club?
Well, I can try and get picked up by somebody, but who needs it? Put me on waivers last season. I'd just as soon as not have all those clubs tell me they don't want me again. No, I'm out of baseball. Honestly, it's not bad. Past all that goodbye stuff. Called my buddy in Newhall. Told him I had a new partner in the appliance store. Sign the papers tomorrow.
Oh,
What do you say we celebrate?
if you feel like it,
You don't feel like it?
I guess. Oh, I don't know. I'm not the one who got the news. Why am I the one who feels so terrible?
Hey, come on. Forget it.
Are there other jobs in baseball?
Why should I want to stay in baseball? You know what baseball's done for me? Treated me like a kid for the past 14 years, and now suddenly they're telling me I'm an old man. They may be right. Says you gotta love what you do for a living anyway.
That doesn't sound like you, Ted.
It's been 2 days. You don't know me. You don't know when I get up in the morning, I gotta brush my teeth left-handed because my throwing arm won't bend. You don't know that I blew the off-season every year playing winter ball when maybe I could have been going to college. Don't tell me it ain't over. I know it's over. Excuse me.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
And we're doing things with the Omega series that I didn't think we'd see until the 90s. Now, look, Lou, let me know when I've worn you out, huh?
Oh, well. What kind of things?
Oh, well, you see, now what pleases me most, I mean, the real breakthrough is compatibility. My system talking to your system. We've got that with Omega here.
This is like ours?
No, it's a different model, but it's compatible. Now, look, you've been away from the city desk for a while. Want to see how the news budget is shaping up without you?
From here?
8403.
Right.
Now, you enter your code. Call up the budget.
Huh? I'm impressed. What happens if another newspaper owns an Omega? Can they plug into the Tribune and read our stuff before it's printed?
No. That's why everybody has their own individual code. And the only one with a code book is your chief programmer.
Who has access to this room besides Trib employees?
Nobody. Stop!
What about visitors or salesmen?
Nope, this place isn't on the tour. Start it again, forward. And I make the salesman take me to lunch.
Who installed the lead shields, our guys?
Yeah, and the guys from the company. Stop! CompuShield.
Who?
CompuShield.
Were they here?
Sure, lots of time.
Hey, kid, can you remember? Was the safe unlocked at any time when they were here?
No.
You sure?
Safe is always locked.
Oh, that's good.
But there's nothing in it.
There isn't? Where's your code book?
It's right here.
You're supposed to keep that in a safe.
Won't fit in the safe. Would you just run it forward one more time?
Did you ever leave the people from CompuShield alone in this room?
Sure I did. What's the problem? Those guys were on our side. Weren't they?
CompuShield is a wholly owned subsidiary of Bolt Communications. Now, they would do anything they could to try to sabotage my story, but this is incredible.
What are you saying? That while they were working for us, they were stealing your notes?
Stealing his code. They give the code to someone with the parent company. Then any time, from any computer that's compatible with ours, they call up Adam's notes and eliminate them.
Shh. Can we prove any of this?
No.
Wait a minute. They did use the phone. Now, can't we check the billing?
It won't tell us a thing. It would be a local call. There's no proof that it happened.
Are we still vulnerable?
We sure are. Nothing's changed.
We've got to rework security then. Change Adam's code, change everybody's code, and we have got to get Vern to keep his code book in the safe.
I'll have everyone in editorial make printouts of their sensitive notes. Take them out of the computer for me.
Yeah, I'll get us access to the main vault downstairs. We can store stuff there.
I'm taking my stuff home if it's all the same to you.
Sure. Adam, I'm sorry. You see, we're still learning about this system. It's a hell of a price to pay.
Don't apologize, Charlie. I'm a believer. I knew I had a pretty good story, but boy, this really must have been a doozy.
I got a couple of tickets to the Dover Dance Company on Saturday. You interested?
I better not.
Gonna do that ballet with the laser?
No, really. With a laser? Isn't that dangerous?
Yeah. That's the choreographer's point. Doubt is danger. Come on, afterwards we'll split an antipasto. It'll be fun.
No thanks. I become company.
What's the matter?
I broke up with a guy.
I didn't know you were seeing anyone.
I'm not sure I was. It's Ted McCovey.
Oh.
It's on my mind a lot.
Billy, you got a lot of friends out there.
I know.
Don't pick me to tell this to. I'm the least good person to be listening to how some no-necks got you tied up in knots.
Oh, Art, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Just I hadn't told anybody.
It's okay.
So now I feel doubly stupid because it's fairly likely I'll never see him again, and I'll end up knowing the difference between hit and run and hit and never put it to use.
Billy?
Oh, rats. Can we finish this later?
Sure. Take a breath. Shake your hands. You're over him, right?
No.
I've had this in my drawer for 3 years. This is great, Dad.
What's your name?
I'll put it to Cornwall.
Okay, Carl.
That's his father. That's nice, Russ.
What was it like catching Zankel's no-hitter?
Max. Yeah. Sonny's totally cool, you know? And he's saying yes to all my signs. I'm getting nervous about the top of the eighth. And the ump, he's so excited he's hanging on to the top of my chest protector just to keep him dealing. All right. Outstanding, primo.
Hi, Ted.
Hey, Billy. Great.
Ted, great to see you again.
Yeah, me too, Dennis.
A pleasure.
Me too.
Rossi, I want to talk to you.
Sure. Your pens?
Huh?
Right.
How are you?
Can we go someplace and talk?
Oh, sure, come on. This is it. The quietest place in the building.
It's fine. I want your opinion.
Oh, Ted, no, not this time.
I called Mr. Hellman this morning. Remember him?
Earwig Hellman, yeah.
He's in charge of scouting for L.A. now. I figured this would be a good time to thank him. You know, closing the book and so on. So I wished L.A. luck in the race, and he starts moaning about how both of his Central California scouts quit on him, and where's he going to find a guy with rocks in his head who'll take a job scouting, which is good pay and means driving through the Tulies looking for ball players and gas stations and bean fields.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's in baseball, but just barely. Like hanging by your thumbs. And even if you could be coaching material, it'd be maybe years before an opening would turn up, which would probably be in Visalia or someplace like that. There's no guarantee of anything.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your opinion?
Sounds terrific.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Billy. Thank you.
Can I see you for dinner?
No.
Oh.
I gotta be in Stockton tonight.
Oh.
I gotta go.
Oh.
And don't forget me, okay?
Count on it.
Just don't forget me.
Have fun.
I'll call you tonight.
just want you to know I get no pleasure whatsoever in being right about these computers.
Oh, go ahead, Rossi. Enjoy yourself.
You're supposed to clear all of your notes out of the machine.
Okay.
For the record, I was right about the computers. But that doesn't mean I'm enjoying being right.
The classical music of the Houston Symphony provides the backdrop for a night of figure skating. Join us for the Houston Symphony Concert on Ice tonight.
And now, an officer accuses his partner of robbery. Police Story is next on A&E.